Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I have another pickups video for you here. Just a few items, nothing major actually. Some items that I think aren't necessarily valuable. I just don't see them in the wild, so I thought I would pick them up. And a couple of other things as well. So I'll get started on that immediately. The first thing that I picked up that I thought I'd show you is this right here. It's a lunchbox, which is Metroid Prime Corruption, or Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. So it's for the Wii. This, I believe, probably had the game in it originally. It doesn't right now. It just has this like CD kind of case thing, and then it has these two nunchuck, what do you call them, condoms, and the Wiimote ones. There's two of those as well in there. So I don't know if it was really worth picking up necessarily. It's kind of cool. I mean, it has like that CD case with, you know, Samus on the front of it and stuff like that, and it's in kind of beat up shape though. I mean, it's pretty scratched up, so it's not exactly a perfect example of it, but I paid $6 for it, so I thought I'd, you know, pick it up anyways. Kind of cool. I don't really know a whole lot about it though. I'm pretty sure that probably came with the game back in the day though. The next thing I'll show you is a bunch of N64 controllers I picked up. These were also from the same place. I picked that up and these up from Intellivisions. The first one is this gray one, which I probably should have left there, only because the joystick's not really perfect on it. I mean, I have a bunch of controllers already, so it's kind of like, if I'm picking these up, I should probably be more selective. I'm kind of, when I see these controllers, I kind of go into my old habits, which was, you know, like 8 months ago when I started collecting, and I only had one controller for my N64. I was kind of grabbing any and everything when it came to it. But now I've got a whole bunch of controllers actually that I need to clean up, and you know, ones with joysticks that aren't perfect. I probably shouldn't really be picking these up anymore, but it's a little bit loose. Like, it's not horrible or anything. I'm sure it works. This one's really disgustingly dirty though, and because it's gray, I probably didn't really need to pick this one up. The other two are colored controllers, so that's kind of cool. The first one here I'll show you is like this charcoal color, I guess it's called, or black N64 controller. It's in excellent shape. It's dirty like the other one. Its joystick is decent, but not like perfect, so it does snap back into place and everything, so that's not too bad at all. For this one here, actually for all of them, I paid $5 each. So this one's pretty cool though. And then finally, the last one that I picked up is this one right here, which is a blue controller. I'm not sure of all the names of the colors of different controllers, but again, this one's in good shape. Like, all the buttons are responsive. Joystick's actually pretty good on this one. I probably should have just left that gray one though and picked up the two colored ones, but this one here also $5. So that's pretty cool right there. You can never have enough working controllers. I'm sure some of them will break down over time, so that's alright. Now, the next things that I picked up in the same place, this sort of happened with my double take strategy. So the first thing actually I picked up was these items I'm about to show you, and those N64 controllers came later. And so my usual pattern is to go to the Intellivisions, then go over to the Value Village, come back to Intellivisions, check it out one quick time, jump in my car, and go off to the next places. That's usually how I do this, because they're right beside each other, and so far, I'd say in the last like 3 weeks that I've gone and done the double take, I've actually picked up more stuff. So those controllers were from the second run, but the first time I went in there today, I picked up a whole bunch of original Intellivision games. Now, the boxes are fairly beat up, and most of these aren't complete. Each one was $3. So it's not too bad. The titles aren't really worth that much. They're probably worth less than that, but that's okay. I just never see these. That's why it's kind of unique. I'll probably end up using these for trading for something that I do want. I'm not really interested in collecting for Intellivision, but you know, I figured I'd save it from the resellers, and it'll be something that'll help me out with my collection in the long run. I mean, I do see them on Kijiji, people posting them. I do see them in shops that overprice things to sell them, and a variety of other things like that. I don't really see them so much in the wild. So when I saw them, I had to pick them up, even though I don't collect for this system, but I thought it was pretty cool. And this one here is Space Hawk for the Intellivision. For this one, I paid $3. It's pretty cool. Like, this one's actually one of the more complete ones. It does have the manual. It has the two inserts or whatever you call them that go into the controller, and then it has the cartridge. And the cartridge here on this one is actually in really good shape. It's quite nice. The box itself is probably one of the better conditioned boxes that I got, and it's by no means perfect. I mean, it's a little crushed at the bottom and stuff like that, but that's the way that it goes. So $3 for that one. Another one that I picked up is this one right here. It's Space Armada, and it's totally complete as well. The manual is right here, and then underneath there are the two inserts as well. The only problem with them is, I don't know if you can see that, but right there on the enter button on this one and that one, they're used, like very used. So they're kind of beat up, they're a little bit bent, but they are in there. And the cartridge itself is not too bad. I mean, the label's like a little, not really bubbly or anything like that. It's just not necessarily perfect, got a few dings on it, but overall it's not too bad. The next one is Night Stalker. And this one here is in a rather beat up box. I don't know if anyone has any sort of hints or something like that of getting these straightened out when they've been crushed like this, but it is card only. Actually, well, it doesn't have the instructions, but it has the, you know, these inserts as well, but these are really beat up. Like, they look like they've been sort of punished almost. Really beat up kind of thing, but you know, it's in there nonetheless. And the cartridge itself is not too bad, so that's kind of cool right there. No manual. This one's sort of interesting. It looks like some sort of like puzzle maze type thing. Kind of neat. One that I'm pretty sure has no value at all, but still, you know, I don't see Intellivision games like I was saying, so might as well pick it up while I was there. And it's poker, Las Vegas Poker and Blackjack. And you can see the artwork there on the back. This box here, like them all, they're pretty rough. They're not in great shape. Like, you can see it's been crushed a little bit there. And then the manual is in there, as well as the cartridge, but there's no inlays or whatever you call them that go in the controllers for this one. But I'm sure it's not that hard to figure out. I don't think you really need those for this game. The next one in a rather beat up box is Carnival. And this one here you actually have to open up to get to. There's nothing in here except for the cartridge. So it's just the cartridge, but it's in pretty decent shape. It's not horrible or anything like that. So not too bad. And then the final title that I picked up is Demon Attack, and this one here actually looks pretty cool. It's quite detailed on the back. It might have been like a later game in the system. I don't really know a whole lot about Intellivision. I mean, I remember playing some of it back in the day, but I was a little bit too young for that. I would have been like 5 when this was popular, so I don't have a really good memory of it. This one here has the cartridge to it, although someone has actually taken the cartridge apart, it looks like, because there's like screw holes drilled out of it or something right there. You can see that little hole there, that's going through the label. It's kind of a bummer that somebody bothered to do that. Maybe they need to fix it or something. And then the inlays are also in there as well. So that's pretty cool. Anything wrong really with that other than the holes in the label is that the bottom of this box is actually missing. Someone has cut that off, or I'm not sure how that works. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Kind of interesting because it does have a spot to slide it out, so maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't really know. Pretty cool though, nonetheless, to find these types of games. I don't really see those in the wild, like I was saying, so pretty cool. I'll use them for trading fodder probably. I don't really want to start collecting for any more systems that I'm already collecting for. I mean, I've already got, you know, Genesis, I've got N64 I'm collecting for, GameCube, original Xbox, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 2, Sega Dreamcast. You know, I got enough on my plate as far as collecting goes, I think, as far as titles I want to get. So I think these will probably go to someone who, you know, will cherish them a little bit more than I do. But overall, pretty sweet deal, I think, today. I really like those, even though they don't really have a whole ton of value. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Feel free to thumbs up this video, and I will see you all later.